Hello and welcome to this quick guide on how to get started with moving trains around your game world using the TrackWorx package in Crayta. So TrackWorx is a package that's made by Ed at Unit 2, and you can install it by heading to the Community tab of your library and searching for TrackWorx. It's this one here, made by the Degra, and you can click Install to install the package. So Ed, who's made it, has also written a really handy package guide which you can find on the forum. And if you get stuck, head over to the Discord and shout about it in the Ask Anything or Lua help channels, and someone should be able to help you out. And most likely it will be Ed himself who will jump in and answer any questions like that. If you want to see what's possible with the TrackWorx package, head over to the Play and search for TrackWorx, and you can find the TrackWorx showcase. So if you're not sure what to do with it, or you want a bit of inspiration, definitely go and have a look at that, and it will blow your mind what you can get up to with TrackWorx. So now that we've installed TrackWorx, let's look at how we use it in our game world. The first thing you need to do is add a TW system from the templates. So go to your templates tab, find TW system, click on that and click in your game world. Or click and drag it into your game world like that. You can see that I've already added TW system here. Once you've added TW system, it's time to decide what kind of trains you're going to need to use in your game. I've used steam trains, and so I've added the TW train steam prototypes, which you can find in your templates. I've added it as a child of TW system. And in fact, if you wanted to make a monorail, you can find the monorail prototypes there, or minecart, you can find the minecart prototypes there. These essentially handle all of the data that's going on behind the scenes, so how long a train is and different mathematical equations for curves and stuff like that. So once you've added that to your system, you've got your prototypes, you're ready to start building your track. So build your track using the meshes. So if we go into our meshes library and search for train, you can find that there's this train track section, and it's got all of the train tracks for the mechanical revolution in there. As you're building, it's also worth noting that when you place a piece of train track, then you also should add the TW track section script to that entity. So for example, this straight here doesn't have that script attached. So with this straight selected, I'm going to click Entity, Add Script, and find the TW track section. Make sure that every section of track in your that you want your train to run on has got the TW track section script attached to it. That's essentially the track then set up. All you need to do is make sure you add that script to each part. Now to set up the train. You can find the train in the templates section of your library. You might be tempted to use the train from the meshes, this train here, and it is exactly the same mesh. However, the one in the templates, the TW train steam loco, already has all the scripts required for animation, effects, and for actually moving it around your train track. So make sure to use the ones that you'll find in the templates. Once you've added the TW train steam loco to your game, you'll find that it starts on the nearest bit of track to the train. So this train here will likely start on this piece of track as it's the closest piece of track to it. I could also place this on top of the track, and then it would definitely be that piece of track because that's definitely the closest, but it's not essential. TrackWorx figures out the closest piece of track and then snaps the train to that piece of track. If you want to add more carriages to your train, make sure to continue to use the templates over here. So you can find that there's the tender, which we've got here, the wagon and the coach. So make sure to use those templates and add those as well in whatever order you want to add them to the train. And then before you press start, make sure that you've set up each part of the train by going to TW vehicle, finding the next vehicle and previous vehicle combo boxes, and either dragging in or selecting the correct vehicles. So previous vehicle is any of the section, is the next section behind this one that you have selected. And next vehicle is the one in front. So if we look at this tender, for example, we've got the next vehicle, which is the locomotive here. And the previous vehicle is this coach here. So previous is towards the rear of the train, and next is towards the front of the train. Previous is that way, front is that way, next is that way. So make sure that each part of the train has got those set. Where there is no vehicle afterwards, it doesn't need a previous, just like with the locomotive, there's no vehicle in front of that one, so it doesn't have the next. Once all of the order of your train has been set up and you've added the next and previous vehicles to each one of those templates, you should be ready to go. So press F5 to test it out. And just watch as your train makes its merry journey around your train track. It has some phenomenal accuracy for aligning the wheels to the track and making sure that the train runs as if it was a real train. And that's essentially it. That's how to use TrackWorx, get your train working and get it choo-chooing around your game world. And I really look forward to seeing what you do with it in Crayta.